If you want to learn how to flip $5 products into 4, 5 or even 6-figure profits, then you're going to want to stay tuned. Walking down the sandy beaches of Bali, laptop under your arm, looking out for the next beauty spot to sit down and work. That's the life, right? Well, not everyone will be as successful as the like of Rick Schwartz or Gary Kramer, who bought domains such as men.com for $15,000 and sold it for a mere $1.3 million. However, there are people that I talk to on a daily basis that take $5 domains and turn them into a $1,000 flip. Make sure to stay tuned until the end, as in this video I'm going to show you how I've been using this method for the past 10 years, and I've even made an appearance on the BBC One show to talk about this very topic. If you're interested in seeing my TV appearance, then I'll have the link down below. This video is going to be a brief one, as I do plan on making a full series about this subject, so without further ado, let's get right onto the video. First of all, I want to make this video as beginner friendly as possible, so let's start with the basics. So a domain name is an address that people use to navigate to your website, for example google.com or amazon.com. These usually cost around $5 to purchase, and you can purchase them from a range of registrars like GoDaddy, Name.com or Dynadot, which is who I use. I'll put the links to all these registrars in the description below. However, when you buy these domains, they only tend to be between $5 and $10, so it's a really cheap entry point to get started. A common term that you'll hear flying around is domainers. Us domainers are people that buy domains with the intent of flipping them, whether that's to another investor or an end user. So I know what you're thinking. How much money is there to be made? To be honest, there's a lot of money to be made in domaining. However, like everything, it boils down to the amount of time, effort and work that you're willing to put into it. One of my favourite domains that I ever flipped was a domain that I'd owned for 6 years. It only cost me $10 to register this domain, and it cost me $15 a year to keep it going. So all in all, it ended up costing me $85. However, after about 6 months of registering the domain, a company contacted me about leasing the domain from me. This made me $1,600. And then later on, when I came to sell it, I sold it for $5,200. So all in all, that domain made me $6,715 in total. However, some people do hit the big bucks, but this is down to 90% work and 10% luck. It's recently also come to light that cars.com recently sold for an eye-watering $872 million. So there's not really a set amount or percentage that people set out to achieve profit-wise. It's completely up to you what you think the domain is worth, and more importantly, what the person that's buying the domain thinks the domain is worth. Some domainers that I know personally spend all day buying $5 domains and quick flipping them for $100 to other investors that will market them to other end users, or maybe just long-term hold it for more profit. Whereas other people will sit on the domains long-term and wait for that higher price. Or they may even be looking proactively for end users to market the product to themselves. So, how do you get started? So I won't be able to cover everything in this video, otherwise it will be hours long. But I will mark this video as the start point for an entire series on domaining. First of all, you're going to need some domain names to sell. I personally use Dynadot as my registrar. You can use absolutely anybody, it doesn't really matter that much. But over the years that I've used Dynadot, I found these guys to be the best. Not only the cheap, the customer service is great, and everything just goes so smoothly. And I will be diving a little bit more into why I use these guys in a later video. So the biggest question is, what domains do I buy? To be honest, if I had the answer for that, I would be that guy on the beach in Bali right now. However, I can give you some advice that worked for me. Again, not everything will be covered in this video, so make sure you hit that subscribe button to be notified every time I drop a video. To be honest, a lot of it comes down to research and experience. There is really no yes or no answer as to whether you should buy a particular domain or not. However, there are a few websites that I use to not only find what domains might be worth buying, but also how much you can be willing to expect for them. So my favourite tool for finding domains to buy is expireddomains.net. You can use this website for free to help find domains that might be worth buying. I will put a link on the screen and in the description below to another video that I've made on how to use this tool, as it's a little too long for this video. Another tool I really love is namebio.com. This free tool lets you search for what domains or similar domains have sold for in the past. This can help you to determine how much domain might be worth or how much to sell your domain for. Another great website that I use is a website called BrandPar. Now this is a website that I use to sell some of my more brandable domain names. This is a great website that sells domain names along with a logo and marketing mockups. And the sort of clientele that visit this website are people that have a new business, that are looking for a brand, a logo and everything just to get their business off the ground in one go. The usual rate for a domain on here that sells is around $1,000 to $4,000, but it can be less and it can be a little more. It does, however, cost a small fee to list your domain on BrandPar, However, this covers the cost of the creation of the logo and the creation of the marketing material mock-ups and the listing on the website, so all that is taken care of from the get-go. Also, just to let you know, I have created a new Facebook group specifically for domaining, so if you want to join the community on there, you can feel free to ask any questions that you might have about domaining, as well as dropping links to domains that you've bought, domains that you're selling, or domains that you think might be worth buying, or something that you want to discuss the value on. So make sure to find the invite link in the description below. To be honest, I could make this video much longer, however I'm going to mark this as the beginning of a domaining series, so please consider hitting the subscribe button, hitting that bell icon to get a notification every time I post a new video, as not only will it be about domaining content, but it'll be about many other ways that you can make money online. So that's all for this week, folks. If you do have any questions, please drop them in the comment section below. As you know, I do reply to each and every single comment, so until next week, keep hustling. Marketing them. Marketed them.